Welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate everyone stopping in. We are gonna get our links set out real quick, and then we are gonna go ahead and get warmed up. Josh, I don't know if you're still in the stream chat or not, but I am doing pretty good today, brother. Yesterday was my birthday, so been a pretty good week, honestly, to be honest with you. Spent yesterday just chilling, cleaned the house a little bit, and just chilled at home with the family, for real. It was a good day. Girlfriend's not feeling the greatest, so it's not the best. What up, Shay? Welcome, brother. Welcome. Welcome in. Don't know if you are gonna want to play tonight or if you're gonna want to race, but you can see the title. You know we're doing some open lobbies. You know you're more than welcome to come through the stream, or to come through the lobby. Always welcome. Our brother Shay is always welcome. Coming in off the notification, I'm assuming. That's how you know the man's is clutch. Wheel's still broken. Dang. Dang. I'm sorry to hear about that, brother. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate right there. We are getting some things rolling tonight. Should be a good night tonight. We're gonna... Yeah, I figured you were waiting on the part. That sucks, honestly, brother. I'm sorry. Hopefully it shows up sooner rather than later, because I can only imagine how that feels. What team will I choose? I don't know. Maybe we drive in I don't know, honestly. Maybe we'll drive in the Mercedes tonight if we can. Usually we try and just find a lobby in the beginning, just because it's a little bit easier that way. I do appreciate everyone stopping in, no matter what platform you're on. Yeah, but I usually, some of the teams for my wheel, Josh, unfortunately, they just don't work, like Ferrari. I can't drive a Ferrari online for some reason, because all the races that I do, my wheel ends up breaking. So, haven't watched your latest stream. Yeah, it's all good, brother. All good. We are going to be... Welcome in. Welcome in. We are going to be posting a highlights video for the Road to Glory. Should be out tomorrow. I'm going to finish the editing process tonight. So, if you missed the stream for the Road to Glory, don't worry. If you're on YouTube, you can check the video out tomorrow. Like I said, it should be up tomorrow. I just got to finish the editing and make sure everything's straightened up. We're going to collect these goals real quick. Set new ones. Jump into a couple practice laps. And then we'll find a lobby to start us off with. Of course, if we do have enough people, interested in racing with us, we will start our own lobby. Usually it's just easier waiting until we get some more people in here. Again, I do appreciate everyone stopping in the last 2 months. Everyone that wasn't here on Tuesday, you don't know, but yesterday was my birthday. I appreciate all the love and all the birthday wishes from everyone. It does mean a lot. Again, if you haven't already and you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the sub button and hit the bell. You'll be notified every single time we go live and when we post a YouTube video. And if you haven't already, on Twitch, hit the follow button. You'll be notified every single time we go live. And you will also get to send certain emotes. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Shay. You weren't here on Tuesday, so I know that you didn't get to hear that. What's after Canada? Where are we racing at next? Azerbaijan. Let's see. We're gonna check 1 second. Oh, we're at Japan next. Okay. Okay. We got Japan and then China. That's cool with me. We'll warm up on Japan a little bit. Again, I do appreciate everyone that has stopped in the last month or 2 months. Whether this is your first time in the stream or this is the fifth stream you watch, sixth stream you watch. Everyone that's been tuning in is appreciated, and I am very thankful for all the love, especially the paid viewers. Shay, Curtis, all my family. I appreciate everyone, every single one of you. Those that don't have money, I don't need your money. Keep your money. I do appreciate all of the love and support. It means just as much as a subscription and a paid viewer. It does keep me pushing, so I do appreciate it. Like I said, we're gonna usually try and keep it around what they're doing in real life, so we're gonna warm up here at Japan. Don't know if we'll end up doing a couple races here or not. It just depends on what lobbies we can find. If we can find a couple lobbies that make sense, of course we will. But if we can't find a lobby that makes any sense, then we'll just race wherever we can. Again, like I said, if this is your first time in, welcome into the stream. We are going to be doing some online open lobby racing tonight. These are the first laps of the day, so just trying to get warmed up a little bit here. Japan's probably not the best circuit to just jump on and start off, but drove here several times. I do like racing here. Is Japan the next race? Yeah, Japan is the next on the calendar in real life. It's not this weekend, but next weekend. What up, Daniel? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. It's your first time stopping in, at least your first time chatting. I appreciate you stopping in. If you do get tired of the vertical stream on YouTube, we are horizontally on YouTube as well, so you can see the whole screen and see what's going on. What game is this? Is F1 23. I have, those of you who have tuned in the past, I've looked into iRacing. It's not as expensive as I thought it was. It's still definitely not as cheap as a regular game. It's not as cheap as a regular game. But I would love to get a little bit of racing on iRacing at some point. So if the funds in the near future decide to make sense, you can definitely look for some iRacing content. Of course, with the new F1 game being released late May, I will be pumping out as much content on that as I physically can. I did pre-order the Champions Edition of F1 24. I was also thinking about doing a giveaway for a copy of F1 24 on whatever console or platform the winner is on. I still haven't figured out how I would do that exactly, but isn't iRacing just $20? See, I don't understand the pricing because, like, there's monthly subscriptions. So, like, you can pay $5 a month and then race on iRacing, or you can pay, like, a yearly fee, which is, like, $75, I think, which is basically, like, a new title of a game being dropped every year. So, like, it's kind of reasonable, but then the cars in the game also you have to pay for to race with. So it's kind of just like a lose-lose situation. Daniel, I'm doing pretty good, brother. I appreciate you asking. Today's been a pretty chill day. Had some cinnamon rolls this morning with my girls. Dropped my son off at school. Their last day was today. They're on spring break now, so I'm sure they're going to be happy about that when they wake up and realize that they don't have to go to school tomorrow. But it's been a pretty good day. Just did a little bit of editing for the YouTube videos, and then going to try and finish that up after the stream is done and post it up tomorrow. I do appreciate you asking, though. How you doing, Daniel? Pre-ordered F1 25. F1 24, I meant. Yeah, Josh, that's what I figured you meant, brother. But Shay, iRacing is confusing because, like, there's $5 subscriptions, and then you can pay for, like, the year, which is, like I said, I think it's $75. And then all the other cars. Oh, Shay, I see you on YouTube, dog. Also just pre-ordered F1 25. I'm sure that you mean 24. Good, thanks, Daniel. That's good to hear, brother. I'm glad that you're having a good day. Appreciate you stopping in. What track is this? This is the Japanese Grand Prix. It's the, I'm on both streams. Oh, Shay. Shay's the realest of the real. This man's got the Twitch stream and the YouTube stream pulled up. Look at him go. Nah, F1 25, he says. He's already a year ahead of everyone else. He's got F1 25 on lock already. Yeah, Daniel, this is the Japanese Grand Prix. This is where they race at next weekend. I'd say we're pretty warm, though. I know we're not beating our current lap time, and we're driving off the circuit here, but I'd say we're good to go. Of course, we might do a little bit of last to first action on some tracks. There is some times where we would just qualify now, because I've realized that the more overtaking we have to do, the more chances we have of being taken out. So it's just like, My favorite driver is Lewis Hamilton. Right here. Bing, bong. I don't know if you can see it that well in the vertical stream, but I do have 2 posters. Well, I got 4 posters technically, but you can't see these two. I got Ayrton Senna and Michael Schumacher up here, but both of these right here are Lewis Hamilton. And then I also have uh, Funko Pop of Lewis, and then I have the Mercedes W11 as well. Just like little figurines. Good question, though. Good question. Sometimes I wish that they would just take those things, take this whole thing away. Like I said before, in the past, I just hate notifications or things that look like notifications. So I have to clear them. And I think that that's part of the reason why they don't take these things away, because they know that people like me are like that. I don't know. Either way, let's get us a lobby going. We are 15 minutes into the stream. We're going to find a lobby, of course. If you have F123 and you would like to race and you aren't planning on crashing anyone in the lobby, you can join. Of course, it's open tonight. We will find a lobby that's open, or we'll start our own lobby if we have enough interest with people joining. But typically it is easier to find a session than it is to start a session. Especially right now, because I don't have a whole lobby's worth of people willing to race in the stream currently. But again, I do appreciate everyone stopping in, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Twitch. Again, if you're on Twitch and you haven't already, make sure you hit the follow button. You'll be notified every single time we go live. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we're live 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, if you aren't in the Midwest or in the United States and you need to change that or translate it, just put it in Google and put your time zone and you'll see what time it is for you. Of course, if you're in the stream now and you're in the United Kingdom or in the Middle East or wherever you are, you should be able to see your time compared to the time that I've stated. Having a little bit of difficulty finding a lobby. It's not the most uncommon thing. Shay says he wishes. Wheel's still broken, unfortunately, for Shay. Hopefully, he gets, hopefully Moses sends him the part he needs in the mail soon. Well, I mean, I know that he said that they've sent him it, but hopefully he receives said part in the mail soon. I would hate to have to be waiting on a part in the mail just to fix my sim setup. That would not be fun. And that is currently what our boy Shay is undergoing. We're trying to find some decent lobbies with some people in it. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like there's a lot of lobbies with some drivers. Let's go with the Alfa Romeo again. Actually, let's try the Aston Martin tonight. F1 open lobbies are so dirty. Yes, they are, brother. Yes, they are. Josh, that's what we are trying to avoid tonight. I did see that Remy was driving, but I don't know if he's still online or not. We're at we're at Australia for the first race. We need to check the lobby settings real quick. Australia, and then we've got Spain. Looks like they've already done Japan, so they probably won't do it again. Can I join your next race, Josh? Of course. Just add me on EA or add me on. If you have PC, you can add me on Steam, but I'm assuming you probably just have EA. Okay, car performance on, collisions on. What's your opinion on Lewis going to Ferrari? Uh, well, I was shocked by the news. I will say that. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect him to leave Mercedes, but after hearing some of the things that have come out, after hearing what's come out and the fact that they didn't give him what he wanted, and all he wanted was the ambassador role and an extension on his contract, and Ferrari gave him what he wanted and then some, I can definitely understand the move. And to say that he's my favorite driver and not support a decision that he made that he thinks is better for him, that would be ignorant on my part. So if he thinks it's what's best, I do agree with him. But I was shocked by it. Josh, if you can't find my EA name, I will pull it up in just one moment. We're P2 right now. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to do all last to first. I was definitely corner cutting, but we're not on strict rules. I don't know if we're going to do all last to first. We might. It's definitely more fun. Well, not like that. That's for sure. What up, Jerry? Welcome in, brother. Appreciate you stopping by again. Well, I guess we're going to be doing a last to first here in the first race. Not exactly what we planned. We could have been P2 had we not spun. Maybe even P1. I think we were only about 3/10 down. Of course, that spin doesn't sit well in the fact that we've now got to worry about that exit in the race. But welcome in, though, Jerry. I appreciate you rolling through, brother. Those of you that don't know, Jerry's a long friend from childhood days. Currently, he is applying to be the world's strongest man. Nah, that's jokes. That's jokes. He is putting in crazy work on the benches, though, and in the gym. So props to him. He's been putting up crazy weights. How long is your stream today? Daniel, we're going for 2 hours today. I usually stream for the same amount of time. I usually go from 5 to 7 p.m. I am planning to add a stream either on Wednesday morning or Tuesday morning. One of those days. I still am trying to figure out which day would be best. I'm going to add another stream here in the future, especially because I hit affiliate on Twitch, so I can make a little bit of money from it, so it makes a little bit more sense. But for right now, until I can get a bigger community, I'm really just streaming for 2 hours, just trying to get clips and Oh! My boy Preston drops the 5 subs. My dog. My dog. You ain't have to do all that. Mad love, mad love. Appreciate that, Preston. That's hype, dog. Yes, sir. He's trying to get them ads away from y'all. Can we get a... Let's get a W Ace in the Twitch stream. W Ace in the Twitch stream. Oh, and we've seen 3 crashes already. I want no parts in this. There we go, we're moving. W's in the shot. I gifted and instantly got 4 ads back to back. Look at that. Look at that. Twitch is hitting Preston with the downfall. W Preston.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Mad love. We go through untouched so far. Oh, Jerry with the sub. Y'all are spoiling me tonight. Must be an after birthday stream. There must be birthday gifts. I appreciate y'all. That was almost our race done. We almost pulled a George Russell. I don't know if we're going to be able to compete for first. We did lose a significant amount of time fighting through what was going to end up being damage to the car. Mad love over on the Twitch stream. Need to go. See you later. I appreciate you, Daniel. Welcome through, man. Hit me with that sub on Twitch. You know you want to. You'll be notified every single time we go live. We'll be live again tomorrow, 5 to 7 p.m. You're welcome to stop by anytime. Gotta finish cutting the grass. Appreciate you stopping through, Jerry. Mad love for the sub, dog. Good luck cutting the grass. Getting the spring cleaning, starting off right. We need a W Jerry and a W Preston in the chat.
Okay,
Alright, we need to not make our mistake here again. I don't like that the detection point doesn't do anything. You doing anything Saturday, Josh says. Saturday, I think that I'm just going to be with the kids most of the day. I don't know if I've got anything really special planned. I was going to go see my grandma tomorrow, but tomorrow's not Saturday. We're going to try and make a move here. Not right here, but on the next straight. Oh my goodness. I mean, that might have been my fault. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He did kind of just turn over. So that wasn't fun. We have no front wing anymore. Yeah, we're definitely not fighting for first anymore. Want to do co-op career tomorrow or Saturday? Josh, depending on what your time frame is and when you could race, we could definitely start one Saturday. Always down to start a career mode, especially if it's co-op career. I don't think the McLaren picked up any damage, unfortunately. Preston says front wing is optional. Apparently it is.
Okay, this is Mark. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards are going to give you a penalty.
Listen, that was mad corner cutting, I know. But you have to respect it. It was clean.
Caution, caution.
It looks like the Mercedes and the Alpine crashed each other. Or they both had an incident right there. What's your best lap on Australia? I appreciate the follow, Orlin. I don't know off the top of my head, honestly. I can check after this race if you'd like. I'd like to say 11 or 12 for me. Josh, if you're talking 11 or 12 during the day, that's definitely going to be a no-go for me, brother. I usually can't get on the weekends until around about 7 or 8. Shay says 2-minute 4. Definitely not a 2-minute 4, brother. That's for sure. I appreciate the follow. I will check after this race if you'd like me to. Welcome through. This is your first time in a stream. I do appreciate you stopping in. If this is not your first time, oh, yep, they've definitely crashed each other.
Okay, clear.
We did finish the hype train over there on Twitch. If you're on YouTube and you're missing out, I'm telling you, you're on YouTube, you're missing out right now. Level 1 hype train done on Twitch. Our boy Preston with the 5 subs. Jerry with the sub. Orlin with the follow. We were going to finish P4. Ended up with P2 because, of course, it's online racing. So, someone's always going to crash someone else out. Our friend that caused our damage seems to be struggling. Not a bad race considering we started P11, I think, or what were we were 12th? I think we were 11th or 12th. I wish I would. I should start remembering some of my times. We might as well quit now. 11 or 12 or past midnight. Okay, Josh, you're talking about late. That definitely works for me. If we're talking Saturday. Good luck on the races. Break time over. Appreciate you, Preston. W. Preston's in the chat on Twitch. Big man's 5 gifted subs and stopped by at work on break. Have a good night, brother. Hopefully the rest of the night slides by. We did pick up damage. We started 11th. Ended up finishing P2. We wouldn't have picked up damage. We definitely could have finished P1. But you live and you learn. Orlin, hopefully you're still in the chat. We will let you know what the fastest time around Australia is in just about 2 minutes. Getting off at 8 tonight, so should cruise through the rest later. Sheesh, getting off a little early tonight. I'll join you lobby at like 12 PR1 in the morning. Best laps 1:18.9 in time trial. Well, I'll let you know. What mine is in about 60 seconds, soon as this lobby's done loading. Yeah, Josh, let me know if you haven't added me on EA or if you have PC, if you haven't added me on Steam, make sure you do that so we can at least get in the same lobby. It is migrating host. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up taking over, which sucks for me because hosting the lobby would be definitely beneficial. I appreciate you rolling through, Orland, though. We are not the host, so it doesn't matter. Oh, run. Okay, I got you. There it is. There it is. Let's see. Time trial. Australia. My best lap time around Australia is a 117.4. I did that on the 14th of March. So that was like, what, 14 days ago? 2 weeks ago. So when I did that lap, 17.4 around Albert Park is my fastest time. What's your EA? Give me 1 second. My EA is definitely not the same as my what's it called? How do you check your profile? Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. It's very fast. Whoa. Hey man, it's not that fast to be honest with you, brother. 1.5 seconds. You could definitely find that time. I know that it sounds like a lot, but I got about almost 1,200 hours now in F1 Sim, and I'd like to say I started off pretty decent, and I've never raced with anything other than my Logitech gear. I would love to upgrade in the future. Go to Super License. There we go. Okay. EA name right there. Brian Finch. Capital B, capital F. Don't ask me why that's my EA name. It's an old EA account that was just standard loaded. Steamboat, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. First time I've seen your name. I appreciate you rolling through the stream. I did that lap on controller though, so I couldn't probably go faster on wheel. Well, I mean, if you're used to driving on controller, of course, then switching to a wheel would be way different. Josh, hopefully you did catch the EA name. If you haven't, I'll send it back into the chat. Tommy Woods, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. First time I've seen your name in the Twitch stream. I appreciate you stopping by tonight. Must be a great night. This is the first stream since my birthday. Those of you who don't know, yesterday was my birthday, so I do appreciate all the love. Everyone stopping by tonight. Welcome in, Tommy. Over, I mean, I don't know much about controller. I don't know how to find improvement on controller. I know that some people mess with their steering sensitivity. I'm sure you've probably done that already. All I would say is just find out where you're losing your time, man. Find out where you're losing your time, and you'll be able to see where you can get improvements. If you don't have the one thing I didn't know until this year because they just changed it, the app. What app is it called? Give me 1 second. EA RaceNet, the app that you need to get into like league racing. I don't know if you do any league racing or not. Oh, this is a good lobby right here. I actually haven't changed any controls. Usually poke around in the F1 streams. Well, I appreciate you, Tommy. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. I do appreciate you rolling through. We're doing some open lobby racing tonight. Of course, most of the time we were just trying to find a lobby and then start there and go somewhere else. We do got a decent full lobby here. I don't know if we should start from the back of the grid or not, but of course, We will take a poll. If you guys think we should start from the back of the grid, we will. I don't mind. I like starting from the back of the grid. It's my favorite thing to do. Welcome in, Alfie. Welcome in. I appreciate you rolling through the stream, man. I'm going to try out racing on the roller. Currently doing a career run with my boyfriend. LOL, it's wheel versus controller. That would be interesting. Especially if I got a pick, so don't forget. Good idea, Josh. Good idea. That's a good idea for a career, honestly. Wheel versus controller. I've never drove on the wheel. I mean, on the controller. The only thing I use the controller for is to take pictures in like the theater mode, so I can get thumbnails and stuff. He's doing very well for his first one playing and B racing controller. So I'm assuming you're the one on the wheel. It's actually sweet though. Wheel versus controller. Where are we at? Mexico? I don't even know where we're at on the grid. There's no qualifying, so I don't know why we've offered qualifying up as a... We're going to try and start a poll. Let me know if you've seen it on Twitch. If you haven't already, we'll try and throw something else up. I've been trying to start a poll from my stream deck, but it doesn't seem to work or want to work. Usually try to change my traction control to medium, but I always spin out. Me and my dad have the same racing wheel. I do appreciate the follow. Whoever just hit me with the follow, I seem to have missed it. We're starting pretty far back on the grid. We're going to avoid all of that. P7. Yeah, and I have had the game longer. Oh, goodness gracious. We just watched a murder.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
And we just got murdered. He has bad luck and crashed out in Q1 for quali. Ocon hit him though, so it's not his fault, not gonna lie. It's always a little bit of carnage online. You can kind of expect it. It's honestly crazy. Me spinning out, I mean, that was just on me. I was looking up at the chat. I forgot where we were on the circuit. That was on me. We could be fighting for, like, I don't know, a podium easily right now. But the Aston Martin wasn't happy that we got side by side. Yeah, Alfie, I mean, you missed the last race. I don't want to say it wasn't Carnage, because it definitely was. I have a feeling that this is no rules. I really forgot to check the rules of this online lobby. It doesn't really seem like people are getting penalties. I mean, maybe they are, but I'm not seeing any. If you reply to any of my things, I'm sorry. I didn't hear any of it. Ad break. All good, Tommy. That's unfortunate, though, about him having bad luck. Happens to everybody, honestly, especially in an online career. The AI are insane on online. Oh, Shay! I didn't even notice Shay was in the lobby. Our boy Shay in the Williams, right in front of us. In the carnage of it all. Do you have any recommendations for a setup around Australia? I want to try to improve my lap. Oh my goodness. I want to try to improve. Getting better F123, trying to improve my lap time, but I don't know how to make a good setup. Yeah, I appreciate the follow, Tommy. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Don't feel bad for him. He took both of us out. FP1 brake checked me. I'm starting to think that this is no rules. And if this is no rules, we're definitely going to get out of this lobby as soon as we can. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. See, this is what's crazy about online races is like, it really is no rules because half these people would have had like 90 seconds worth of penalties. And I'm still finished in front of some of these people. Like, we're in Bahrain right now, so I have the advantage of it being my fave track. Well, of the first few, I got a lot of confidence in F123. Alfie, that's a great thing, brother. I mean, told you, all you gotta do is practice a little bit, and you can definitely get a little bit faster every single day, especially if you're putting in just a little bit of time and finding the right things to practice on. It's good though, Tommy. I suck at Bahrain. I hate it. I know that it's probably one of the biggest staples on the circuit. Olro, I can definitely help you with a setup around Australia. I can either just show you my setup and you can go off of that, or you can just. What I usually do is I go and vape track Australia, but that's mostly because it was the first race in the older F1 game. Suck at Australia. I DNF during my career. I suck at Bahrain, says Alfie. It's my only non-first place. I like Australia. I like it, honestly, a lot. There's only a couple tracks I don't like in terms of racing at. I don't like racing at Bahrain. I don't really like racing at Texas. I hate racing at Miami. And that's about it, for real. Yeah, I think that's it. I like all the other tracks for the most part. All right, Shay, we're going to try and find a new lobby, brother. We don't belong in a no rules lobby. Monaco's my worst enemy, says Olrun. I love Monaco. I think Sainz will win the 2024 championship, says Alfie. Alfie, that's a crazy statement, brother. I don't like Verstappen, but I think Verstappen's going to win. It's pretty much a given. Their car's insanely fast, and he's an incredible driver. I don't see him losing this year. I could be wrong. Could very well be wrong. But I really don't see him losing this year. Tommy says, damn, I love Miami. I just don't like I don't like Miami just because I don't I don't ever get a good race around there. Like I just can't get ever a good race ever. Ever. Maybe it's just me. Discord link is invalid, by the way. Well, that is unfortunate. I will have to change that. I'll see if I can do that real quick, actually. Give me 1 second. Actually, I won't be able to do that real quick. If you are looking for the Discord, you can type !socials on whether you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube. All run with the follow. Appreciate that. Or you can click that link that Shay just sent. Shay is in the Discord and he is a trusted friend and a viewer of the stream. If you are interested in joining the Discord, you can click the link that Shay's just sent, or like I said, you can exclamation point socials, and then on the link tree you should find the invite to the Discord as well. So whatever you want to do, the link that Shay sent is definitely safe. Trust me. Oh yeah, give me 1 second. We're gonna. I think Oscar Piastri will win Japan. I mean, I could see the McLarens making a push for some wins for sure. What we're gonna do is we're gonna check our set up real quick for our buddy Olren. I hate that you have to load. Stellar works. Welcome into the Discord, Tommy. Max DNF in Australia, and I think Oscar Piastri. Well, of course you know Max DNF's at Australia. That's already happened, Alfie. Come on, brother. Piastri wins Japan. Okay, I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that. We'll check back after Japan, Alfie. If you want my best guess at who wins Japan, I honestly think that Leclerc comes out with it. Okay, here we go. Set up at Australia. After this, we're going to find another lobby. Checking it out for all run. I usually don't do this just for one and for two. None of my setups are hidden. Almost every single one of my setups is pulled from a time trial that an esports guy has done. So it's just edited a little bit to make it my own, maybe a little bit more, what's the word, stable. But on the wings, we're going to go 34-25. All run, I hope you are either recording this part or writing things down. I'm having the delight of trying to verify. That is unfortunate, Tommy. I do apologize about that. I know that the Discords can seem like a lot at first, especially because as you answer a few questions, that's more just to see if people have joined in through the F1 or if they've joined in through friends of mine that are also in the stream that are a part of High Voltage that have been around for a while that have Madden streams and Madden Discords and run Madden franchises. Gonna take screenshots. Okay, so front wing done. On throttle is gonna be 51%. Your off throttle is gonna be 52%. If you think that this is too much, I would personally turn your on throttle up to 55%. I wouldn't go any higher than 55. I would definitely try and find your sweet spot. But if you find that to be a little bit too unstable for you, don't go any higher than 55 in my opinion. Suspension, gonna be far right, far right, far left, far left. Pretty much the basic standard on every single track. Gotta go now. Bye. Alfie says, appreciate it, Alfie. Have a good night, brother. Thanks for stopping by. This is the basic from what I've seen on F123. I think that this is pretty much almost every single track, bar like 3. Suspension, this is where you definitely should be taking your screenshot. Looking at 38, 11, 4, 1, 33, 37. Hopefully I am giving you enough time to take the screenshots, and I hope that the base cam isn't blocking the most important parts of the setup. For your brake bias, I usually turn mine to 52%. Sometimes I'll go down to 51%, right into the last chicane. What turn is that? Turn 13? 13, 14? I usually, if I feel like I'm locking up and losing the back end, I'll turn it to 51% right before that corner. But I usually keep it on 52% the whole track besides that. And then your tire pressure, just for time trial, you're going to do 22.3 on both of the fronts and then 20.0 on the rears. Hopefully that can help you find a little bit of time. Like I said, if you are trying to do certain tracks, of course you can just find certain names that you know and trust. But if it were me and I didn't have someone that I trusted their setup, I would literally just go to the time trial board. I'd be scrolling down. This name looks like it's relevant. He's on Steam. It's someone's real name, so they probably race like FRL or doing any more open lobbies. Yeah, Josh, we're gonna jump into a lobby right now, but I was just running over a setup for one of the viewers over on Twitch. I appreciate everyone that's rolling through tonight. Again, if you're on Twitch and you, before this next race, let me know if you can see the prediction. If you can't see the prediction, of course, we're going to try and fix that for the future. I have set it up on a stream deck. Doesn't seem to work. I don't know why. But, Josh, if you have sent me a friend request, you'll have to let me know, brother. I usually can't see them unless I go hunting for them. So, Shay, also, you have to let me know if you're using the controller right now or if you were talking about using the roller in a future date. Either way, I'm fine with it. I'm curious. I am curious. We're going to try and find a clean lobby. That, that'll probably never happen. Josh says he can't hear me. Did we mute? Have we muted? What's going on here? If you're on YouTube or Twitch, let me know if you can hear me now. Uh, I got I got problems on the YouTube horizontal stream. I'm hearing, so let me know if there is audio problems. Just lap around Bahrain, and I'm 2 seconds slower on controller using it right now. Shay must be able to hear me. He's answered my question. 2 seconds is a significant time. That is, I mean, never again once I get my wheel fixed. That is completely understandable. I, like I said, I don't even know if I could keep the car on the road driving it with a controller. Tommy says, I was cutting out for a while. That could just be the stream. Could be honestly lagging. I'm not gonna lie. Do have 3 streams up right now. And sometimes the Wi-Fi acts up a little bit. So hopefully it's settled down and you guys can hear me a little bit better now. Stream might have been acting up for a bit. I just thought it was me. Yeah, the stream might have just been lagging. Could just be running through a little bit of buffering. Like I said, sometimes it does have that problem. Running 3 streams and trying to run the game at once, sometimes the Wi-Fi doesn't really comprehend and it has a hard time keeping up. I think we're going to join this lobby. Steal us a car before we lose one. Of course, we're going to hit Shay with an invite just in case. Just in case my boy Shay wants to join up. We're going to hit him with an invite. It does look like we're going to be doing more than 5 laps. So I do. Thanks for the setup. I'll let you know what lap time I set as soon as I can. Yeah, Oren, you definitely have to let me know if, like I said, if you do have problems or if it seemed like you are struggling a little bit, just kind of tweak your on throttle and your off throttle. I would start there, and then maybe start with the wings. If you feel like you're losing the back end a lot on the exits, maybe turn the rear wing up, maybe 2 clicks. That helps a little bit sometimes, but you will lose a little bit of downforce on the straights. Again, though, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, if you haven't already, make sure you go check out Dubby Energy. Oh yeah, you probably laugh at this. My boyfriend, right? He was saying, "Oh, I'll drive for Williams." Guess what team he's driving for now? Hmm. Said he'd drive for Williams. Let's see. I'm gonna say he drives for McLaren. I apologize. We were checking. Driving for Red Bull beside Max. Red Bull Aston chickened out seeing how low Williams' car was ranked. Oh no, that's funny. So you're in the Red Bull, he's in the Aston. He said, "I'm gonna drive the Aston." And then he realized, maybe I shouldn't be in the Williams. They're looking a little slow. That's funny though. I usually tend to drive the slower cars and try and bring them up. I know that in the F1 games they pretty much program it to where, all right, here we go. We're gonna start qualifying. We're gonna try and get a good lap in. They pretty much program it to where, oh, and our wheels busted. I didn't think the Alfa Romeo had this problem, but I guess it's just quick shot qualifying online. The wheel's going to be broken for this race. That's not fun. Especially because, like I said, we were going to try and actually set a good lap here. I mean, still not a horrible lap. But I have no force feedback in my wheel. So confident he'd smoke me in the Williams. Oh, so that's crazy talk. Especially considering you're driving the Red Bull. But yeah, I usually like to go with the smaller teams and try and bring them up, especially like a Williams. Like right now I have a Road to Glory with like a Lamborghini taking over Williams and joining F1. And the main reason I started that was to try and bring like Williams back to the glory days, but part of it is like modding in Lamborghini and saying that Lamborghini is joining F1 when everyone in here knows that they haven't. But I also think that that's kind of what I used to do for like old career modes. Shay says that was my push lap, LMAO. Let's see where Shay ends up. P15. Listen, it could have been worse. Japan is probably not the best circuit to be on a controller. I couldn't imagine what it feels like. Again, I wish the wheel would be a little bit more cooperative. We definitely could have been fighting for P1 there. We are 4/10 off. Not a huge time difference, but still a decent amount of time. But again, had the wheel not had its bad functions. Big things, my boy. Stay grinding. Appreciate you, Jordan. Welcome in. Welcome in. Jordan is a longtime friend from my early childhood. He was one of 3 teammates on a professional Call of Duty team. I use the word professional, but we were playing in MLG tournaments. We weren't playing in like the big name tournaments or nothing, but we were playing in some tournaments back in the day. Things were going good. I always tend to choose the underdogs, per se. Even when I was younger and we used to do like college football, I would pick like the worst team in the whole entire game and try and make them the best team. Like a 1-star team and try and make them a 5-star team. That's what I would do. We're going to go mediums to soft. I don't care if Shea copies my strategy. I kind of want him to copy my strategy. Hopefully he makes some moves. We're starting P3, Japanese Grand Prix. We're underway. Well, there's people with drive-thrus around us, so we know that they're not wanting to drive the way that they should be. There we go. We've made moves. We stayed clean somehow. I honestly don't know how we made it through all that. I really do wish the wheel wouldn't do that in online races. It's not great, and it honestly sucks. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time and don't know what's going on, the Logitech is a gear-driven wheel set, and sometimes if you pick the right car and you do online qualifying, the gears will act like you're driving over rumble strips constantly, even when you're driving straight down the circuit like I am right now. It feels like I'm driving on rumble strips, and for those of you who drive F1, you would know what rumble strips feel like, and having those constantly throughout the whole race pretty much takes away all feeling through the wheel. So it makes it a lot harder to actually enjoy the race. This is our first race we've had in a long time online that actually has a little bit of strategy. There is going to be a pit stop that everyone has to make, so that'll be interesting. I can only imagine that he's using a good amount of ERS to try and stay out of the DRS range. That's my best guess. We do have a medium tire runner behind us. 3 seconds behind. We lost the back end a little bit out of the exit. Again, I appreciate everyone stopping in tonight. If you haven't already, make sure you let me know how your day's going. Those of you who don't know, yesterday was my birthday, so all the love tonight means very much. I'm taking every single view and every single subscription and all the love we get tonight as a birthday gift. We had a horrible entry to that corner right there. Gonna have to try and break into the DRS range. There we go. He's already losing the back end a little bit. All we have to do is stay a little bit consistent and put pressure behind him. And I promise you he's gonna make a mistake. It's pretty much inevitable. I don't want to say that everyone does, but almost everyone, especially online, if you get close enough to them and they're not a dirty driver and you make them think that you're going to go for a move, they usually make a mistake. I think we're on regular corner cutting because he would already have a couple penalties by now. I definitely think he's taking advantage of that fact. I don't know the corners to cut, and I don't think that I will be taking advantage of the fact that we're on regular corner cutting.
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. Green flag.
All we gotta do is lock in just a little bit. I really wish the wheel was acting better than it is. Oh yeah, he's already blinking. Those of you who don't know F1 and don't know a Formula One car, the fact that he's blinking means that he has 10% overtake. So he's only got 10% power in his car, and I have 30% right now. So he's definitely using ERS to try and stay ahead of me. Possibly to even break DRS. Unfortunate for him, it's not going to work.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on
I think,
softs.
I don't know, honestly. I'm pretty much am sure that we should just wait until he pits and pit the same lap as him. That way if we do get stuck in some bad traffic, he's stuck in the same traffic as us. I know that if we pit right now, we're definitely going to be behind some people we don't need to be and don't want to be. We went a little bit deeper there than I would have liked. He's definitely out of ERS. Like, I don't think he has any at this point. I think he's harvesting through small several corners. We're going to choose to stay behind him and just keep the pressure on. I really think that that's our best bet. If we pit right now, we end up behind that Ferrari, and they're in a fight right now. Seems like they're in a three-way battle. If he pits this lap, we're just going to follow him in. At this point, someone's going to have to beat both of us on strategy. Because I don't think they're going to catch up on pace. And I know that I can pass him and beat him.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap.
The Ferrari doesn't pit. The two people he was fighting with do pit. I think now's our best chance, honestly. I think no matter what he does, we pit this lap.
Pits at the end of this lap.
Shay's in the pits now, so we'll have plenty of time. We're still good on fuel. We went 0.4 laps over. Those of you who are still tuned in, I would appreciate if you let me know. Let me know if you think we're going to finish first in this race or not. I would love to get an opinion. We have way more ERS than him, I know for a fact. He chose to stay out.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go.
He's going to be on his tires for a while.
Stop. Faster than we were expecting. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
We are behind a few people. Not exactly clean air. Hopefully they pit this lap. Open it up. We really don't need to be behind them.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
I'd really love if I could just move by him.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
There we go. We've got one done. Use a little bit of ERS here. We'll move by him. If he doesn't pit, he ends up with DRS. Could be stupid on our part, but we're gonna take it. McLaren's in the pits now. He's out. We overtake him with the undercut. He's still behind us though. This is probably our time to use some ERS. Our tires are warmed up, his aren't. As long as we can keep him out of DRS, there's no way he beats us.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 7.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:31.9.
The Ferrari's gonna have to pit. He finally does.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Looks like he's using some ERS. Got a little bit of time gap between us. I really hope this guy ghosts.
Okay, clear.
It does seem like he's faster on the softs than he was the mediums. I mean, who knows how much ERS he actually has.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter to me that I didn't get the DRS. I baited him into slowing down enough to where he's too far back that he couldn't even make a move. Honestly, though, good play by him. I definitely thought I was going to get him with the DRS move. The fact that I didn't, I was a little bit shocked. This is good racing, though. Tell you that. This is the best racing I've had online in a while since we did 1v1s with Shay. Oh my god, man.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
I think he sent it up my inside and tapped my wheel. I'm not gonna lie to you. I tried giving him room, but the fact that he sent that crazy dive bomb down the inside. It was great racing. We're going to end up coming home with P1. Those of you who doubted me, You can stay a doubter. Those of you who believed in me, I appreciate you. I thank you. You're welcome. We've got a P1 on the books. We're not going to steal fastest lap, however. All that fighting with other cars has got us lost in the fastest lap. Teammates running P13. I really wish that I could get this wheel to fix. Depending on what we're going to be depending on the settings of the next lobby, we may only have time for one more race. Our teammate gets hit with a 5-second time penalty. P1 for the Alpha Boys. Fanatic steals the driver of the day. Must be because he earned the fastest lap. I mean, he started P1. I'm not going to say. We're going to save that race replay to check later to see if it was our fault. I really don't think it was. I know that there was contact. I'm not saying that there wasn't contact. I do genuinely think that I gave him as much space as I was able to. Controller is difficult, Shay says. I can only imagine, man. I can only imagine. When I learn that someone's fast on a controller, it's mind-boggling. Like, I understand that after a while, you probably get used to things and you change things. Like I said before, the steering sensitivity, a lot of people I know change that, but, like, still, when I use a controller, I'm usually trying to press the trigger as many times as I can, as fast as I can, or hold it down to spray as many bullets as I can. That's just the way I've grown up on a controller. So it's very different trying to learn the gas control and the steering controls, especially. The steering is impossible in my mind. It's just so swervy. That's what it looks like when you're driving with a controller. Hairpins deadly. Yeah, I can only imagine. The hairpin and the last chicane are probably God-forsaken. We're going to jump to the Aston, Shay. I'm in the Aston. Jump over. Let's check the lobby options. I always forget to check the rules of the lobby. One-shot qualifying. I really wish they would take that away. Clear race, so it can't rain. Regular corner cutting, I knew it. No safety car, no red flags, no formation lap. Damage is off, collisions are on. Those are usually the two worst combinations that you can ever put together. Damage is off, but collisions are on. Okay, I don't know if you heard me or not, brother, but we are in the Aston. Hopefully, switching cars fixes the wheel. I think someone else just took your spot. Everyone's team has someone else. We're at Australia. I don't know if I really want to do this one. I mean, I like online racing. I love online racing, I should say. We've done a lot of races at Australia in the past week. He's changing things. I don't know what he's changing. Something got changed at some point in time. Something was changed. All right. We'll start the poll now. Do we start from the back of the grid or do we qualify for real? Let me know now. Whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, hit me with it. Do we start from the back of the grid or do we qualify for real? Let me know. Let me know. Have a huge stream delay, I think. It does seem like the Twitch stream has a larger delay than typically it usually does. That is unfortunate. I will try and fix that for tomorrow's stream. Typically, it's not that far of a delay. So I do apologize. We're going to start off with a real lap. If you guys have heard me, let me know. Back. Shay says back. All right, we are going to disqualify ourselves. Boom. Jump to the back of the grid. We have more than 5 laps, so it's probably not a bad idea, honestly, because we know that we have plenty of time to make plenty of moves. Unfortunately, I think that this gentleman right here, the host of the lobby, for some reason, I think he's changed some settings to benefit himself. I don't know what he's changed. I really don't. We may not be the last ones on the grid, especially if some more people get disqualified. But we will be pretty far near the back. Of course, if you're on Twitch and you can see the prediction, let me know where you think I'm going to finish. If you can't see the prediction, I'm really going to have to try and figure out this whole stream deck thing because I can't ever get it to work. The host of the lobby goes P1 with a 118.2. We know we can beat that. As a matter of fact, thanks to Olrun earlier, we know our fastest time around Australia is a 117.4. Looks like there was way more disqualifications than what I had planned on. 2 disqualifieds, 2 with no time. Okay. So wait. Getting no time is better than retiring? But he just went the wrong way. Okay, so I know what we're going to do from now on. From now on, when we're starting from the back of the grid, we're going to just disqualify ourselves. We're going to flip to the back and drive the other way. Incorrectly, on purpose. I do think that everything has a larger delay today than it usually does. So I apologize about that. For whatever reason, I don't know why it's so delayed on everyone's part. It looks like it's that way on Twitch and on YouTube today. So I am going to definitely check it over. It could be because of the spot where we had the brief lag for a moment. Could very well have done it. We're going to go 15.5 laps. We're starting at the back of the grid. So we're going to go to the mediums first, because that's just the better option. Probably go 8 laps on the mediums. Who knows? It's hard to tell. We're P14. We got time to make some moves. 15 laps here at the Australian Grand Prix. Here we go. I did tap the back of him. I 100% think that was my fault.
Caution, caution.
Oh, there's our teammate spun round. You have to say that you think that that's from a collision with someone in front of us. Hard to believe that Shea spun himself. He could, though, because he's on controller, so who really knows? Of course, we are on the slower tire right now compared to what looks like everyone around us and on the grid, honestly. I think everyone went with the softs. I don't know if these people have damage or if he's just intentionally slowing people down. Either way, we're going to try and get past him without making too much, without losing too much time. Realistically, it does seem like
got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
It does seem like P1 and P2 are running together in the Red Bull. May be hard to catch them, especially traveling behind these two. I could see it getting a little bit difficult to try and catch the Red Bulls. We are going to try and make moves, though. We don't want to use a bunch of ERS. Someone else is on the mediums. The amount of time that we're losing watching these two fight is just not worth where we could be.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
McLaren does pick up a 3-second time penalty. Are you kidding me? Leave it to the host of the lobby. Okay, well, we were fighting for pretty much P1. Now we're going to have to make insane strides to try and do anything. We were tapped in the back by the leader of the lobby. Of course, he can't drive fair because he's leading the championship, and for some reason online championships mean something to some people, even though no one can ever stay clean. Well, he tried crashing
Great
me,
maneuver.
ended up
You made it
crashing
look so
himself.
easy.
Can't say it was all
You're in
the
the top 10
Ferrari's
now.
fault
Keep it up.
because I did have a spin by myself.
Okay, clear.
Unfortunately, it was because I was following two slow-ass drivers. Welcome back, Tommy. Welcome back. Who are you racing as of the Aston boys? I am Fernando, I believe. We're just behind our teammate Shea. Of course, he's not actually in the Aston Martin right now. He is in the Alpha, but he is our teammate. Being that we did get crashed by the Ferrari, we're going to try and stay away from the Ferrari.
Yellow flag.
I tried to give Shea enough room there to finish out his corner. There's the McLaren that we were behind at one point. So they clearly can't fight fair. We are P7 now. Still on the medium tire, so they are on the better tire still. It's probably a little bit of both right now, honestly. Some people are probably around where I'm at. Some people are probably fighting for their tire life. Appreciate you stopping back by though, Tommy. We did start P14 in the race. There was 18 people when the race started. Of course, now there's only 14 people in the lobby right now because people can't finish a race. We are going to move to try and make...
Approaching the pit window, you're going to be on softs.
I don't know, something out of this. We could maybe try and get a podium here. Ending up behind these drivers, though, is not helping us. This is the gentleman we were behind at one point. So, of course, we're going to try and get past him now. I had to take a weird line because I really don't trust him. He tried crashing us twice right there. And I have a feeling he's about to try and wreck us again. Okay, we get away clean from him.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 5.4 seconds.
Again, it's going to be pretty hard trying to get to the podium. We lost a lot of time getting spun out twice. Oh, and that pretty much just ruined our race. Ah. Man, man, man.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Oh, I'm kind of upset about that, to be honest with you guys.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Well, it's definitely not what I wanted to do. Just makes me a little bit upset. Try and move past it. Do of course have one of the slower drivers that we've been behind already in front of us. So that doesn't necessarily make me feel good about myself. Apologize for going so silent there. I know that's not fun to watch someone go silent. After your stream, you want to start a co-op. Josh, after the stream today, I need to finish
We need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
I need to finish editing the YouTube video. Like I said, Friday night or Saturday night, I would be more than willing to start a co-op stream. All we got to do now is just keep our head down, stay focused, try and finish the race without damage, without getting any arguments. But yeah, I mean, I'm down either tomorrow or Saturday, Josh. I really can't tonight. I've got to finish editing that video.
That's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Still good on fuel. This isn't the best race we've ever done. Definitely not the worst race we've ever done. I was expecting a little bit more, I'm not going to lie to you. getting spun out never really helps the race. But we're not here to complain or make excuses. We're here to make some overtaking opportunities and get some clips. I do appreciate everyone stopping by tonight. Whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, everyone that stopped in tonight is very much appreciated. All the new followers and the viewers, I appreciate you. Olrun, Tommy, appreciate the both of you for the follows. W. Preston's in the Twitch stream chat one more time for the 5 gifted subs. W. Mans by Preston's. Can I join in an hour? Josh, I probably won't be racing in an hour, brother. I got about 10 or 15 more minutes live, and then I do need to end the stream to go edit, and that's usually just the same time I end. I know that you want to race, and I'm always down to race. Right now, I do need to get content out, and I need to try to focus on that. So I'd be more than happy to play Friday or Saturday night. I will let you know, though, when and if we do start said co-op career, I'm likely going to record it, even though I won't be on stream. Probably still record it just to get more content and to show that I do more than just online racing and my road to glory. Because I also do some My Team, which I plan to start next year. I'll post all my My Team content next year when the game comes out. I didn't post it this year when the game first started because I was focusing on Breaking Point and then I had to move. But start of F1 24, we'll be definitely pumping out some new driver career mode videos to see what they've changed and to see what features they've added or taken away. Of course, we will start on My Team. If they have some sort of ranked system, I do want to start a YouTube series that is like bronze to elite. That's the current. That would have been race over if damage would have been on.
Okay, gap ahead is 7.7 seconds.
I do want to start a bronze to elite racing league online. Ranked is pretty much dead all year, so it is going to be a little bit tough to find races. Most of the time there's only like 3 or 4 people in the race, but I'm hoping that if I start at the very beginning of the year, I can catch a good amount of people in ranked still. So we've got our My Team series coming. We've got our driver career mode series coming. The online bronze to elite. Of course, we'll still do some open lobbies like usual. What else have we got? All right, I'll add you, Josh says. Yeah, Josh, as soon as the stream ends, brother, I will make sure I check my friend requests and I will accept as long as you've sent one. If you haven't sent one, I won't be able to find it. Unless you tell me your EA name. Looks like we're going to probably end up finishing P5.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
We did have a moment by ourselves that was fully caused by a lack of concentration. Did lose us a little bit of time, not a whole bunch of time. If this is your first time that you've stopped in the stream, just know that we are live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you enjoyed watching tonight, we'll be live again tomorrow. Same time. Make sure you come through the stream and check it out. I do plan to add a morning stream sometime in the near future, but I have not figured out the best day.
Final lap. Push, push.
Being that it's 6:55, we're probably just going to finish up with a couple hot laps in time trial. We've done 3 races tonight. I would like to organize my own lobby and get more people to join. So, of course, like Josh and like Shay and several other people that have joined in online lobbies, of course, if you want to join or if you are interested in joining in the future, you can add me on Steam or EA, whatever platform you have. If you have PC, probably Steam would be better, but whatever you prefer. And no matter what platform you're on right now, make sure you type !socials. You will find the link tree for everything that is important. You'll get the link for my Twitch, my TikTok, my YouTube if you haven't seen it. My Instagram's on there as well. The Discord invite is on there. Techie Cashew 9699. That's my EA. Alrighty, Josh. Make sure you send me a friend request so that way I can accept your request. If you don't, I'll try and send you one when I go to check. But it would be easier if you sent me one. I would appreciate that. We come on P5. Not the worst race, not the best race. We started P16, P15. What do we start? 15th or 14th, somewhere around there. Somewhere from 15 to 14 to 16. That's where we started. I know that. We got a couple unfortunates. We did get spun by 2 friendly drivers, and then we had some accidental moments all by ourselves. So, not the whole race was someone else's fault, and not the whole race was my fault. Let's just lay it flat out there. I do think that I don't know. Never mind. Bro, I need Moza to hurry up. Shay's not enjoying driving on a controller, I mean, which is completely understandable. We're going to save that race replay too. That way we can just get a look at the incident after the fact. Josh says, can you add me after stream? Josh, I would really appreciate if you would send me a request and I'll accept your friend request. Again, I got a lot to do after the stream. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, if you send me one, I'll accept it. I promise that. I would not lie. But the chances of me actually finding your name and it working out is very, very slim because EA seems to have a lot of problems. You've got a screenshot of my EA name. If you need anything else, of course, I will give it to you. If you hit me with a friend request, I'll accept it. I can't promise that I'll find your exact account, so I'm not going to promise that I'll send you one because I don't know if I'll find you. But if you send me one, I can promise I'll accept it. That easy. Like I said, we will finish up with just a few laps of some hot laps. Shay did roll through the stream, so W Shay's in the chat. Mans came by through the open lobby. Of course, Josh, you're welcome anytime in the future whenever we do get this whole situation figured out. Um, I don't know when the last time I've done a Netherlands hot lap. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Dutch Grand Prix, do like 3 or 4 laps, then we're going to call it a night. So our time is currently a 109.4. We're at top 14%. Let's try and see some improvement on that. Let's get some improvement on that. We'll do 2 or 3 laps. Like I said, we're already warmed up, so if we can't beat our current best, we just can't beat our current best. We'll try again another time. I can't remember when the last time I've even raced here is. I do like this circuit. I think I went a little bit too deep there. We can definitely beat our time because I know that we have a significant amount of time to find already. I think it's the exits of some corners. I should be in 4th gear. And I find myself in 3rd gear more often than not. I'm definitely not hitting the brakes as hard as I should. We'll settle that into the next lap. Trust. Not a bad lap. Still improvement to find though. Plenty of improvement. There we go. Be a little bit more aggressive on the pedals there, Job. Oh. Not that aggressive. Clearly. Okay, let's get it going. See, I had a feeling that that was going to happen. I really didn't want it to, but I had a feeling that it was going to. We'll go one more lap. If we can't beat the time, it's only been 10 minutes, maybe even less than 10 minutes. Again, we're not trying to beat our time. We were just trying to finish up the stream. If you're just now tuning in, this is the end of the stream. We will be live again tomorrow. Same time, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what is going on in that corner. Should I brake a little bit earlier to get a better exit? Just doesn't feel right out of that corner for some reason. We got one more lap, then we'll go ahead and call it quits for tonight. Again, I appreciate all the love tonight. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, I do appreciate all the love. There we go. We're finding a little bit of time. We touched the gravel a little bit there. Should do the morning streams on Wednesday. Yeah, I would like to, honestly. That would probably be ideal. It makes the most sense. And especially since it would give me another day of streaming. So I will definitely look into that. Like I said, I'm going to try and get it planned either for the next month. So that way by next month, everything can be up and running. Or we'll just start with a couple impromptu streams maybe Wednesday morning and just see how they perform and see if I can do the time or not. We did get a little bit of improvement. Our 109.3 around the Netherlands here at the Dutch Grand Prix. Like I said, I do appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. If you missed the stream or the Road to Glory stream on Tuesday, the highlights will be posted on my YouTube tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We're going to be live again tomorrow, same time, 5 to 7 p.m. I do appreciate all the love, all the happy birthday wishes. Everything that's happened in the last few days has been chalked up to my birthday and the hard work I've been putting in and all the love that you guys have been putting in. It means a lot. It means the world to me. I do appreciate everything that everyone has been doing in the last few months, few weeks, few days, all of it. I hope y'all have a good night.